ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are back with our Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty in-depth story playthrough. We are near the end of the game now. We had to restart the stream because unfortunately YouTube cap live streams on the platform to 12 hours only. So if we wanted this to continue, we had to restart, and I didn't want to restart during a cutscene or at a really important point in the game. So here we are, stream restarted. We can continue with playing the greatest game of all time. So let's just jump straight back into it, guys. Let's not waste any time. I think everything is a-okay. We're good to go. Let us continue. I don't even know where Emma is. There she is. Oh. I don't think there's any claymores on this platform. I'm gonna double check from this angle. Bum, 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 bum. Dun, dun, dun. There she is. Right. I don't think I need to bother with that guy, but then again, I do. Just in time.
This is Snake. Can you hear me?
Yeah, nice and clear.
I've reached my sniping position on Strut E. I'll provide support fire from here.
Right. Do me a favor and take out whatever I miss.
Just call me when you want me to shoot.
Where's she? Who's shooting her? Dude! Who else is shooting it? Where is she? Oh, that. She's beyond this. Bum, bum. Hurry up, Emma. There's Snake.
Shaky. What if I fall?
Freeze. Oh.
Freeze!
Ah!
A girl? What are you doing here?
It's not my choice, thank you very much.
Oh,
You're not gonna shoot me.
no.
Why not?
Stay away from good-looking women when you're fighting. Otherwise you'll get hit with diarrhea.
Huh?
One of the few things I learned from Shadow Moses.
What are you talking about?
Ancient history. Don't worry about it.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but does this mean you're letting me go?
Well, you could have found a nicer way to say that, but sure. Better hurry.
Thanks.
Don't mention it. Just run like hell. No, my stomach. Not again.
This place is about to sink. Just get out fast, okay? Oh.
Wait!
What?
What's your name?
Don't have one.
More than 12 hours
Okay,
is crazy. Well,
It's
it's
Johnny.
been 10 hours, 9 minutes now.
Hey, if we run into each other again... Huh. What a weird guy.
Dun, dun, dun. Okay, hopefully no more soldiers spawn on that platform. Just gonna double check with my thermals that there's no claymore mines. Doesn't look to be any. Go. I think that is mission accomplished. Yeah. Go. So to the PSG 1T. Voila. There she goes. I got this. I got this. Oh no, he's being stabbed. I absolutely adore this moment of Raiden running across the platforms to get to Strut, to shell one core. It's one of my favorite cutscenes in all of gaming. And it's only like 10 seconds long or 15 seconds long, but it's just absolutely magnificent.
Raiden, Emma's been stabbed.
That bastard. How bad is it?
She's conscious, but the bleeding's bad. I'm bringing her over there right now. Raiden, get that disc over here as soon as possible. I'm afraid her time's running out.
I'll be there.
This. I just love that shot. That is such an amazing shot. think it's amazing.
Snake, what's your situation over there?
Emma seems to be, doing something to GW's defensive capabilities. All we need now is your disc. You better hurry. I don't think she's gonna make it.
How's the bleeding?
Just get over here. You'll find the coast is clear with everybody aboard Arsenal right now.
Understood.
I can't believe I've actually been able to complete this in one sitting. Well, I can't believe it. But I didn't expect when I booted the game up today that I'd be completing this game in one sitting. Oh, the mines have been removed. Can I go the entire way? We'll find out, won't we? There we go. I usually have a little break on that platform before jumping off the ledge again. Oh, it's there. Oh, right. Ugh. Cutscene time. This is where a lot of cutscenes begin.
How's Emma?
I think he got some internal organs. We can't stop the bleeding.
I'm here.
Got the disc. Emma set everything up. Apparently all you have to do is pop in the disc. That should insert the virus into the AI.
Is it working?
Just leave it to Emma. What the?
An antibody agent?
Damn! The connection's been cut.
Is the virus upload complete?
I don't think so. The count stopped at 90%. Otacon.
I don't think Emma's made any mistakes.
But
A portion of the worm cluster might have been altered after the disc left Emma's hands.
by the Patriots?
Will the virus still work?
I have no idea.
Hal, is everything all right?
It's all right. Everything's all right.
Good. At least I won't be adding another page to our family's dark history.
Yeah, that's right.
What if the virus doesn't work?
Either destroy that thing, or take out Solidus and his men.
How do we get on board?
I don't think we can. Unless somebody inside gives us a hand.
Hal, I always...
What is it?
to see you again.
You don't hate me?
Never. I never wanted to get in your way. I never wanted to hurt you. I thought that with Arsenal, if I followed in your footsteps, I could be closer. I just wanted you to look at me. Look at me as a woman.
I could never do that.
Don't be so honest. It hurts.
Sorry.
Can I ask you one last favor?
Sure.
Call me Emma.
What?
Please call me Emma.
What's wrong with EE? Emma?
Dead.
Emma? 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 Answer me!
Poor Emma.
I didn't leave you. Because of the accident, I had a relationship with your mother.
Otacon was clapping Emma's mum's butt
She
cheeks.
seduced me,
And that's why
and it went on.
Otacon's dad killed himself.
My father's death was no accident. He took his own life. It was my
Otacon.
fault.
Really,
All
man?
my fault. Forgive me, Emma.
Brother, what's this, brother? Otacon looks weird without his glasses on.
Attention! Arsenal gear is ready for launch. Evacuate the upper levels immediately.
Sounds like they're cutting this area loose. What do you mean?
It means we're gonna sink.
We have to get the hostages out.
What about the camera repairs?
Done.
We won't be able to get everybody aboard.
We'll just have to take as many as we can.
My sister won't be able to come with us.
We will be commencing the countdown shortly. Personnel in the upper levels, head for the evacuation area immediately.
Sniper Wolf.
I'm
Call back to
always
Metal
the
Gear Solid 1.
survivor. Why, Wolf?
Otacon can't catch a break in any of the Metal Gear Solid
Olga,
games.
take care of the hostages.
What about you guys?
We got other arrangements. There's our ride out of here. Anyway, we're gonna have to sink that thing if the virus doesn't work.
I should be going with you.
You've got your job, we've got ours.
You mean I'd only get in your way?
Wrong. Only you can save those hostages. Got it?
Right. Listen, the two of you won't be able to destroy that thing. Eliminate the enemy, that's your
Cool
only
slow
option.
motion shots. Here we go. Yeah, look at that. The fucking trio. Metal Gear Solid in one picture. I love how that shot is followed up with the amazing cool handshake between Snake and Otacon now. I miss you.
Otacon, try to get as many hostages out as you can. It's a short flight to the shore, so don't worry about overloading the Kamov.
Here we go. Fuck yeah. Let's go. We're in it now, guys, for the end game.
I repeat, personnel in the upper levels, head for the evacuation area immediately.
What a game. What a game. Hideo Kojima fucking cooked. Like, what was he consuming back then? He predicted the future. He's just got everything. This game has everything. Story, characters, score, cinematography, secrets, Easter eggs, attention to detail. I've said it all before, I'll say it again. Kojima is the GOAT.
You and me, we're the same. Both you and I, we were always alone. Always. We only wanted to be loved. We were always waiting. Waiting for somebody. Somebody who would love us, but we were wrong. You can't wait to be loved. You have to go out and find it. 4 years ago, I realized that you can't just wish for a happy family. You have to make it happen. I only wish I knew that sooner. I learned that I could love, as you probably did. Emma.
Michael, welcome on in.
You think
Why
he's
did I
gonna
happen
be
to hop
okay?
in at one of the saddest Metal Gear scenes that has left a permanent memory?
Consider it done.
Now,
Yeah,
how do we
it
open
is
this
one of
thing?
the most emotional scenes in the entire
You can come out
franchise.
now.
A ninja? What the?
Arsenal's going to take off. We still need you to take care of a few things. This time, don't fail us.
Snake, what's this all about?
Bedtime, Raiden. I wouldn't do that.
You're changing sides now?
I
Change
never remember
sides?
saying I
don't
was on
recall
your side.
saying I was on yours.
Damn it. You!
Ready for some shut-eye?
Olga. Olga was Cyborg Ninja. The biggest giveaway that she's Cyborg Ninja is her leap when Raiden first confronts her at the start of the game. Her leap of Strut E is the same leap that Cyborg Ninja performs. There you go, there's the big show. coming down. Arsenal gear is now activated. Radicon made it out alive in the Kamov with a few hostages.
Jack, are you reading me? Do you want to save your mission data up to this point?
We haven't saved at all during the shell incident. So I think it'd be wise to save now in case we get a groundbreaking bug in Arsenal. So yes, I would like to save. Oh, I need to turn on my controller. Welcome back, Luke.
Your mission data's been saved.
Right, guys, I'm gonna cut my camera for a minute because I just need to do stuff, but I am here.
It was when Olga brought him in. I've checked everything, including the genome data, but there's nothing on this guy. NSA, CIA, FBI. He doesn't exist in any database. He's a non-existent operative from a non-existent organization.
I suspected as much. However, I know this man. Wake him up. It's been a while, hasn't it? Jack the Ripper?
You know this fellow?
You remember me, don't you? You've grown. High concentration of cerebral implants. Have they altered your memory, too? This is my son. I taught him everything. Jack, I never thought I'd see you again.
You know me?
You don't remember. Your name, your skills. Everything you know, you learned from me. The 80s. The Civil War. You were one of the best among the child soldiers that fought in that conflict. When you were barely 10 years old, you became the platoon leader of the Small Boy Unit. At the time, your outstanding kill record earned you several nicknames, including White Devil and Jack the Ripper. Jack, I was your godfather. I named you. When the war ended, you disappeared from the relief center. I wondered what happened to you. I should have known they would recruit you.
It's an interesting coincidence.
If he's a lackey for the Patriots, I doubt he knows anything of interest.
What should we do with him?
We'll use him like you suggested.
What about Dead Cell?
Ignore them. Happening again?
Could it be that he's here too?
In another hour, we demonstrate the power of Arsenal gear.
Attack with standard weapons, of course.
Yes, proceed as planned.
At last report, all is well with GW.
How about the troops?
The men are being refitted with Arsenal gear equipment as ordered. You're the spitting image of Big Boss.
Is that so? Perhaps I should be grateful to this kid for that.
This situation, I find it very nostalgic.
Where am I?
Why, inside Arsenal gear, of course. Actually, we're also inside the memory of Shadow Moses. I'll take this back. You don't need this anymore, do you? A foul wind is blowing. We shall speak again.
Don't move. Stay as you are. We're being monitored by a camera.
What are you up to?
I'm switching over to nanocommunication.
Mr. X? Ninja?
Correct. It's me.
I thought you were the leader of the Russian troops.
No, that was just a smokescreen.
A smokescreen?
I was sent to provide you support.
Support? Who sent you? The Colonel?
No, the Patriots.
What?
I deceived my troops, betrayed them.
But why?
My child is being held hostage by the Patriots. It all started 2 years ago when I lost my father during the tanker incident. My men and I had nowhere to go, so we joined forces with an illegal Russian organization.
The Russian Mafia?
Something like that, actually. I learned much later that it was a subordinate organization of the Patriots. I was expecting at the time. When I gave birth to my child, it turned out I was in a hospital run by the Patriots. In the morning, my child was gone. My baby is being kept somewhere in this country.
Have you ever met your child?
No. Once a month, they send me a photo of my child via network. I've never even held the child in my own arms.
I see. Given your situation, nobody can blame you for what you did.
That's your opinion.
What about Snake? I thought you were enemies.
He wasn't responsible for my father's death. Actually, we owe him our lives. 2 years ago, they were responsible for getting us out of the sinking tanker alive.
So you were partners since the incident?
No, I only found out the truth shortly before this.
Huh?
When I confronted him here.
You fought with Snake? When?
Well, it was around the time you were holding hands with that girl.
Snake. So you joined hands with him to pay back a debt?
No, mutual gain.
Mutual gain?
My job was to assist you. If Solidus gets away with Arsenal, your mission is a failure. The Patriots would judge that as failure on my part, and terminate my child. Putting it simply, my child's life depends on your success.
So you did it all for your child. But why would the Patriots want to help me? Are they hoping I'll take Solidus out?
No, you're just like me. We're just pawns.
Pawns for what purpose?
The S3 plan.
Huh?
You'll figure it out sooner or later, but I wonder if you'll handle the truth.
What do you mean?
Listen, we haven't got time for this. Solidus will commence his attack any minute. He's got to be stopped.
What about the virus?
No results so far. I think the Patriots have tampered with the program.
Will it work?
I don't know.
Get me out of this thing.
Not yet. I'll release your restraints after I leave this room.
Where's my gear?
Snake's got everything. I couldn't bring it here.
And where do I find Snake?
The passageway ahead leads to a hangar. He'll be waiting there. I gave him a card key for the hangar.
Does Snake plan to destroy Arsenal gear?
No. Even for Snake, it's impossible to completely destroy this thing. The only option is to stop Solidus and his men.
What are you going to do?
Stay concealed. That's my role. I still can't afford to be discovered.
Olga, you can't keep this up. They're bound to find you.
Listen, I'll free you in a little while. Brace yourself.
Jack, are you all right?
Oh, yeah.
Jack, is it true? What Solidus said?
Yes.
It's unbelievable. Drafting small children, sending them to war? It's not allowed under international conventions.
ICC rules don't mean a lot in war. Someone told me that there are over 300,000 children in combat right now. I was just one of them.
So you remember. I thought your memory had been manipulated by them.
It was. But I have nightmares every day. Pieces of the past I can't put together.
Why didn't you tell me?
You couldn't begin to understand.
You wouldn't know that until you try me.
I didn't want you to get hurt. There was never a real reason for me to fight, except that someone put a gun in my hand. And that someone was him.
It wasn't your fault.
If I survived the day's fight, I was praised, fed, and had a bed to sleep in. I think I was only 6 when I held my first AK. But I'm not even sure of that.
Jack.
I'm not like Snake. I never questioned why we fought. There was no purpose, no way out. They give you a gun, you ask how many to kill. If you didn't, you were the one they shot instead.
It's okay. No one is blaming you.
We were shown Hollywood action films every day. The kind with macho guys and big guns. They call it image training.
Ugh.
They built us from the ground up into killing machines. We were fed once a day. I can still taste the gunpowder they mixed into the food.
Gunpowder? In the food?
The gunpowder had toluene in it, giving it hallucinogenic properties. It kept us drugged, controllable.
Oh my God!
When the Civil War ended, those of us who survived were taken in by NGOs. They gave me a new life in the States. I can't complain. But nothing's changed. The only people who have no problem with my past have secrets and agendas of their own. Terrible nightmares. Every night. I can never forget.
Jack.
I'm afraid of the night. That's why I don't sleep next to you.
You should have told me.
Told you what? That I'm a killer? And always have been?
No, no.
What I hate more than anything else in the world is my own past. I didn't want you or anyone to know about it. Now I know why I was chosen for this mission. No one can take him on, take him down, except me. I've been kept alive this long for this. I knew as soon as I saw Solidus.
Jack, I love you the way you are now. You have to believe me. I didn't know anything about you, I admit that. Where you were born, how you grew up. But I know that now. And I know that what I feel for you can only get better. And I'll share in your past if that's the price.
It doesn't work that way. No one can share the burden of what I've done. It's not one of those warm and fuzzy things couples share.
I accept the good and the bad, Jack. That's what you do for someone you love.
I don't want to share my past with anyone. I just want to forget about it.
Jack, I haven't told you, about what I've done.
The last 2 years with you, it's been more than I've ever hoped for.
Jack.
But I can't go any farther. I know you want to get married. But I can't. I can't risk starting a family. There's no way to erase my childhood.
It's all right, Jack. Please, don't say any more.
Hey, I'm free. Alright. Final act, guys. We've been kidnapped, captured, and we are now in the heart of Arsenal Gear, which is a distant shadow, a distant memory of Shadow Moses. Because this torture room is near identical to the torture room in Metal Gear Solid 1, where Solid Snake is tortured by Revolver Ocelot. Some stuff that I want to show off here. Some really cool things and funny things. One of which we can go back onto the torture bed. And Raiden's, well, junk is covered by the straw. Classic Kojima. So yeah, if we fight, Raiden's always holding his junk, making sure nothing falls out. But yeah, this is the torture room from Shadow Moses. This is the toilet that Johnny will run into when he's got the diarrhea. We can see the holding cell over there, where Snake is held hostage, and where the DARPA chief is rotting away. It wouldn't surprise me if the DARPA chief was actually in that room. You can actually get a shot of Raiden's bum. It's just texture, just skin. There's not much to it. And yeah, as you can see, if we pause the game, the different locations of Arsenal gear are different organs of the body. Right now, we are in the stomach of Arsenal gear. Apparently, the DARPA chief is Sigint from Metal Gear Solid 3. Well, it's not apparently, he is. Paramedic is Dr. Clark, who Cyborg Ninja kills. Who else is who? Let me think. I don't want to spoil too much because most of it's relevant to Metal Gear Solid 4. Can I do a cosplay? Yeah, I just need a blonde wig. It's got some really cool tattoos as well, Raiden. Probably Brandon put on to him from the Patriots. Now guys, this is where the game gets a little bit crazy. Hey Nikki, popped in for a naked Snake. We got a naked Jack instead. And yeah, this is where the game gets crazy. Alright, and I'll be able to explain shortly why everything's going crazy. So as you can see right now, we are in the stomach of Arsenal gear. And if we pause the game now, we've got the turtle on top of a serpent. There's many different theories as to what this could mean. I wish I could explain it to you guys, but even I can't fathom these theories. I remember being little and I was like, I need to be able to do a real cartwheel butt ass naked because of this game. I'll have to ask Cameron if you were doing naked cartwheels when you were younger, before you got in the bath. Hey mum, look at this, I'm going to do a naked cartwheel. Anyway, yes, we are in Arsenal Gear's stomach. Like I said, each part of Arsenal Gear that we enter is called something else.
Raiden, do you copy? You must continue your mission.
I've lost all my gear. I need to locate Snake.
He was never factored into the simulation. Leave him out of this.
Nikki just doing naked cartwheels while Family Fortune was on.
That's true. You won't be able to attack or enter the hanging mode either.
I think Snake has my gear.
Raiden, take out Solidus and his men. You must recover Arsenal intact.
Colonel, are you under orders from the Patriots?
Your role, that is, mission, is to infiltrate the structure and disarm the terrorists.
My role? Why do you
Why'd
keep
you keep
saying
saying that?
Why
It is
not?
your role.
This is a type of role-playing game. The point is that you play out your part, and I expect you to turn in a perfect performance.
Colonel, I just remembered something.
I've never met you.
That I've never met you in person. Not once.
Complete your mission according to the simulation.
Colonel, who are you?
No more questions. We have Rosemary.
What do you mean by that?
Over and out.
They've got Rosemary. Holy shit. So we are in Junum at the moment. Let's come back into this area. Okay, we're back on the stomach. That was what it was called before. Let's come back into this area. Oh. Oyami ni Kum. I thought it was Arsenal Gear Junum. Now it's Ioma Nikum. Weird, right? New York 52nd Street? What the fuck's going on? Ayame Nikum. Azabu Juban. Oyami Nikum. Funabashi City. Ayami Nikum again. Funabashi City. Alright, this one's always Oyami Nikum now. Give me something new. Azabu Juban. Nikki, why are you doing this? It's time for Jack to let it rip. Shit pants. Shit pants while doing a naked cartwheel. Give me something else then. Oyami Nikum. New York 52nd Street. Alright. Don't think we're going to get anywhere else here. But yeah, we've got no equipment, no weapons whatsoever. Shit's the ceiling. Hey mum, do you need the ceiling painting? Brown, by any chance? It's the Tengu as well. Oh, I love the armor that the Arsenal soldiers wear. It's a really difficult area, this Arsenal gear, because
What was that just now?
you literally don't have any gear whatsoever, and it's so easy to get caught.
Raiden, turn the game console off right now.
What did you say?
The mission is a failure. Cut the power right now.
What's wrong with you?
Don't
the power,
worry,
guys.
it's a game. It's a game, just...
Done it.
Raiden, something happened to me last Thursday when I was driving home. I had a couple of miles to go. I looked up and saw a glowing orange object in the sky, to the east. It was moving very irregularly. Suddenly, there was intense light all around me, and when I came to, I was home. What do you think happened to me?
Huh?
Fine. Forget it.
Colonel is acting batshit crazy.
Honestly, though, you have played the game for a long time.
He's not wrong. I have
Don't
played
you
this
have
game for
anything
about
else
12
to do
hours
with your
now.
time?
Do I don't have anything else to do with my time. No, Colonel. I'm sad. I'm lonely. There you go. Knocked him out. All of the Metal Gear rays as well. All lined up. protecting the fortress that is Arsenal Gear.
Infiltrate the enemy fortress, Outer Heaven. Destroy the final weapon, Metal Gear.
Secure the breach in the area. General alert.
Ascending colon.
Kawanishi, Osaguchi, Kino no Gibashi, Takayama, Ugusun Mori, Suzumiga Taki, Tada, Yorano, Ichino Tori, Unino, Yamashita, Sasabe, Afudai, Tokudai, Miyokenguchi.
Me too, Colonel, me too. Surely if you just whipped out a stinger and destroyed all the Wraith, then that'd save you from the boss fight. Well, I've got no equipment. This would be a completely different story if I had my equipment with me right now.
This thing up to you any longer. I'll do the fighting. You can just go home.
It's just, honestly, the interior of Arsenal Gear is just magnificent.
Or clematis plant's juice can cause a rash. When pruning them, it's a good idea to wear gloves.
Okay, wear gloves. That's the Nicky difference. I could wear what he has and still keep my equipment. Don't worry about it. It is the girl from the Marine Corps presentation. So it's the girl that can be seen in a few of the posters that are stuck to some of the lockers in the game. If I accept one of these calls, the footage in the top right hand screen disappears. And we don't want that. I love the score in Arsenal Gear. It's very ominous, very strange, very unsettling.
Variety level 13. Rescue Meryl, the return of Ginola. I was a North American fall webworm in my past life. Oh, those were the good old days. What were you in your former life?
Taxi for Colonel. Taxi for Colonel.
Jack, it's me.
Hi, Rose.
Jack, I owe you an apology.
If it's about that conversation just now, I'm the one who's sorry.
No, it's something else.
What is it?
That day at Federal Hall 2 years ago, it wasn't a coincidence. I was ordered to keep an eye on you.
Keep an eye on me?
Yes, by the Patriots.
You're a spy?
I suppose. Yes. It's an ugly word. Are you still there?
Was sleeping with me a part of the job?
I fell in love with you.
How could anyone?
I can't excuse what I did.
Rose
I
is a
reported
spy
every
for the
detail of your
Patriots.
personal life to them these 2 years. What you did, said, everything.
Must have been fun.
But some things I didn't tell anyone. Like what I felt for you.
So that's why you were involved in this mission. I should have known. Why else would they toss an analyst into the mix at the last minute?
I'm sorry. I know what I did was wrong.
No matter where I go, I get used.
I reinvented myself to suit your tastes. Hairstyle, clothes, the way I moved, things I talked about. You say you love the color of my hair, my eyes. They're not even real.
You must have gone over my psych profile with a fine-tooth comb.
It was my job.
Great performance. Had me completely fooled.
What I really wanted was for you to see the real me. It hurt
True,
to play
George.
out this artificial romance. It was worse to lie to myself than to you. The more love you gave me, the more it hurt. Because I knew the person you loved was just a character.
So it was artificial on my end too.
I fell in love with
it was
me
just
by
a
that
game.
Ninja. How
not
could
the real
you?
Thing.
Oh, Jack.
I feel better knowing that.
What?
I was in love, or thought I was, with someone who didn't exist. I was trying to be someone I wasn't by loving what wasn't real. I don't know who you really are. The person I knew isn't real. She's not the woman I'm talking to right now. In a sense, the deception was my own, not
And
theirs.
if
Jack, I
anything,
thought I was
the
acting
codec
because
volume
that was my
bar
job.
is more relevant
But
now
I did
than
fall
it
in
has
love
ever
with you.
been
That
before.
wasn't an act.
You expect me to believe that?
Raiden is being controlled,
You had your reasons, right?
held
Hey,
against his
I
will,
understand,
being
but I have
manipulated to
nothing
follow
left
through
to-
with the Patriot's orders.
What?
I'm carrying. I'm pregnant, Jack.
Rose, what's going on?
It's amazing how you walk around like that.
Amazing how you walk around like that.
Snake?
Snake?
Been waiting long?
She's pregnant, Luke.
Where's my gear?
Right over there.
What I mentioned before, Nikki, is during
That's
the tanker
more like
chapter, the codec volume
Everything
bar
you had
is
were captured
normal.
is still there.
Whereas when you take control as Raiden, the codec volume bar changes, and instead it resembles the silhouette of a gun.
Sorry about
and
earlier.
it's
I had to use you as bait to
to
gain access to Arsenal.
interpret it in the way
Worked.
that
Why didn't you tell me about Olga?
You never
Raiden
asked.
is being controlled.
Not
He's
happy
being
about that?
forced to follow
Get
through with the
over it.
Raiden's,
Any
the
effects of the
Patriots'
virus yet?
orders.
Still waiting on that.
So, it was rigged by the Patriots?
Looks like it. From what I can tell, Arsenal is headed for Manhattan. I don't know what Solidus is planning, but we'll have to deal with it one way or another. There's also a troop of production model Rays ahead.
How many units?
25, according to Olga.
25?
Yeah. Can't say I've faced
I'm
that
gonna
many
take
Metal
on
Gears before, but
25
I think we can deal.
Metal Gears guys
no
as
way
well.
we can.
We can, because we have
I've
no
got
other
it though.
choice.
I've got it in the bag on the Pro.
I've stocked up on Stinger missiles. Oh yeah, Olga left this for you.
Why?
Olga asked me to give it to you. Besides, I'm not a big fan of blades. Move the right stick up and down to make a vertical slice, and left and right to slice parallel to the ground. Move the stick in a circle to do a rotating cut. Push it forward to lunge and strike. You can guard with your blade if you have the L1 button pressed down. You should be able to deflect a bullet or two.
Right. You can switch the damage that it does. There you go. So cool. Show you guys as well. Just going on my belly for a minute. Ow, sorry.
Come on, time to go. If you run out of ammo, you can have mine.
You got enough?
Infinite ammo.
Infinite ammo.
Hey, Bob, welcome back, dude.
Wait up, Snake.
What?
Snake, have you ever enjoyed killing someone?
What are you talking about?
I'm not sure. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference between reality and a game.
Diminished sense of reality, huh? VR training will do that.
No, it was field training when I was a kid. I lied, Snake. I have more field experience than I can remember. It's not VR that's doing this to me.
Raiden, we don't carry guns to take people down. We're not here to help some politician either.
You can say that because you're a legend, a hero. I'm Jack the Ripper, a dirty reminder of a terrible mistake.
Legends don't mean a whole lot. I was just a name to exploit, just like you.
People will remember only the good part, the right part of what you did.
There's no right part in murder, not ever. And we're not in this to make a name for ourselves.
Then what are you and Otacon fighting for?
A future. You can stop being part of a mistake, starting now.
What am I? What am I supposed to do?
I love this line from Snake.
Find something to believe in, and
find it for yourself.
And when you
do,
pass it on to the future.
Believe in what?
That's your problem.
I love that line. That's my favorite line from this game.
Snake, Raiden.
Find something to believe in and find it for yourself.
So
and
we're all
what
the
you do,
hostages.
pass it on to the future.
How's everything on your end?
All right for now, but there is something.
What?
The Colonel's last transmission was strange.
Strange? How?
Just strange. No idea.
Interference?
I don't know.
Where is this Colonel?
I don't know. I've never met the man, actually.
I'll dig around.
Thanks.
You're passing down being a pro to your viewers.
If there's anything else, call me on the
Appreciate
codec.
it, Nikki.
I might be able to help. The frequency is
Wow.
141.12.
I can't believe it, guys. We've made it to the end game. This is the end game of Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty. Shit's about to hit the fan now. Let's go. Playtime. Where's my Russians? I'm gonna have to switch to my M9 for some of this. Probably best to use my M9 here, if anything. Oh shit, yes. Also, I'm going to equip the body armor. That will help against damage resistance. Bullets, the M9. Let's switch to the blade. Massive grind. Yeah, well, it doesn't feel like a grind when you're playing your favorite game of all time. The only issue with the body armor is you've got to maintain your ration intake. So I have to switch to my rations when my life is near zero. Ow. Come on. Who else wants some? You can have the blade as lethal or non-lethal. Non-lethal is indicated by the blue sword, and lethal is represented by the red sword. As you can see here, I did use the blue sword on this guy, and he's knocked out unconscious now.
Raiden, about this colonel of yours. I found out where he is.
Where?
Inside Arsenal.
What?
I've checked out all the possibilities, but I keep coming back to Arsenal. It isn't a relay point, it's the origin of the signal. And the encryption protocol it uses is exactly the same as that of Arsenal's AI, the so-called GW.
What the hell does this mean?
I think
reveal.
it means you've been talking to an AI.
That's impossible.
The kernel probably isn't GW per se. GW was most likely stimulating cortical activity in the dormant part of your brain through signal manipulation of your own nanomachines. The kernel is, in part, your own creation, cobbled together from expectations and experience.
That's crazy!
But it's probably the truth. The virus may be starting to affect GW, which would explain the kernel's behavior.
Holy shit, Bob, thank you so much for the $8, dude. Honestly, thank you. Thank you. Bro, Bob, you're a legend. I love you, Bob. Honestly, you didn't need to do that.
Not an illusion.
But thank you. Honestly, when anyone financially supports this channel in some way, shape, or form, it truly means the world to me. The fact that you want to put your hard-earned money into this channel, just, I can't fathom it sometimes.
Raiden, they've got Rose.
Thank you.
What?
Rose
Thank
is
you.
being held in the holds.
It's a trap.
Rose!
Raiden, get a grip.
But Snake...
It's a trap. Since the Colonel doesn't exist, there's no way he can take Rose hostage.
Yeah, you're right.
I am right.
Okay. Does Rose exist?
Don't be weird. She's your...
What if I've never really met her?
What?
If the Colonel is something that I partly dreamt up, then everything I remember about her could be...
Don't jump to conclusions.
You and Otacon are the ones that say the Colonel never existed.
Raiden.
Is this what Olga was talking about?
Raiden's nanomachines are stimulating a certain part of his brain, which has caused them to create this character called the Colonel. And the Colonel is what has been commanding us, what has been leading us through this entire game, through our entire mission. So if the Colonel isn't real, is Rose real? Is what we've experienced real? What's reality, what's not reality? You know, the Colonel, as we know, has been saying quite a lot through this entire game. We've got to follow through with what the simulation wants. We've got to play our role. What's our role? What's the simulation? What does it all mean? Snake wasn't a factor of the simulation. You shouldn't engage with him. It's all coming to a head now. And we're all about to find out what this means. So, here we are, at the end of Metal Gear Solid 2. We've got one big fight with the Tengu, then we've got our fight with the Metal Gear Rays, and then we've got the final fight where we're resetting somebody. Whew. I can't wait. I cannot wait. Are you ready, Snake? Wait, is Snake real? Have we imagined Snake being here? Let me take some Russians. Arsenal gear. Sigmoid colon. Snake is Tyler Durden.
Here we go, guys.
Right, where's my blade? Let's go. I wish you could swing the blade faster. If I was ever going to do a big boss run on Extreme, this would be the area that I'd had the most difficulties with, because you've got to complete this area without killing any. And right now I'm playing on normal, so it's not much of a challenge, but if you're playing this on Extreme and going for a big boss run, the enemies will just destroy you in seconds. And you can't kill anyone. So what you actually have to do is sit in the corner with the coolant spray and stun the enemies with the coolant spray. That's the cheese. Fishing mailed. No, I have not. I don't think I ever will either, Luke. Because if I was to do this game on Extreme, I'd want to go for the big boss run. You can't clip on any of that, Luke. We got this. Oh, 2 for the price of 1. I'll take that. We do it? I think we get another fisher mail in a second. Oh, I might be wrong. It might be just the one. Yeah, just the one. Fortune.
Fortune.
Lady
It's been
Fortune.
a long wait, Solid Snake. The root of all my sorrows.
What?
2 years ago, you killed my father. That was the beginning of hell for us. Everyone I love has been taken from me one by one, and no matter how hard I try, I can't follow them. An endless nightmare. The only thing we live for is to see it end. Our wait is almost over.
You can't be serious about firing the nuke.
Since no one can kill me, I may as well kill everyone I can. Starting with you, Solid Snake.
Damn! Looks like I'm today's pick. You go on ahead. You want eternal rest? I've got it right here.
I really wish we could have seen how the Fortune and
What are you gonna
Snake
do?
fight
Bullets can't get near her.
I'll think of something. There's
played
no
out.
such thing as a witch.
You think you can kill me?
I don't know what your group's been through, but let's get one thing clear. I didn't kill your father.
Do you think anyone believes your lies?
Raiden, get out of here!
I like as well how the body armor stays on during cutscenes as well if you've got it equipped.
Jack, I've been watching how you fight. It looks like you've remembered the way you used to kill in the old days. Or is it one of the S3 plan's proud achievements?
What are you talking about?
There we go, guys. The big
It came
reveal.
as a complete surprise when Ocelot discovered the S3 data from GW. Not a bad idea, though. Using fire to fight fire, creating the perfect assassin to retire Solid Snake's brother. S3 stands for Solid Snake Simulation. It's a development program to artificially reproduce Solid Snake, the perfect warrior. The result is a Foxhound Commando. When Foxhound no longer exists, a simulated Solid Snake shaped by VR regimen. Sound like someone you know, Jack? I'm sorry to see you reduced to one of the Patriot's puppets. But I've made use of you, and their plan too. Solid Snake's sudden appearance, your arrival, it was obvious the Patriots were among my ranks. I had to smoke out the agent before the mission entered the final phase. You came in handy, as bait. Jack, those days during the Civil War were as real as they come. Every day was absolute, split between life and death. You ran from it, and now you've been led back to war by something less than real.
So he doesn't stand a chance against the Pro. Well, Metal Gear Race are about to stand a chance against me.
No more games, Jack. At least you know. There's no reason to keep you alive now.
So, essentially, this entire game has been one big simulation for Raiden to become the perfect soldier in the image of Solid Snake.
You should die as the little Jackie boy I once knew.
This is roll up your sleeve time. Woo, let's go, boys. Let's lock in. Right. By the way, for those watching right now and think this is easy, your timing has to be near perfect to get it like this. Ah! That's it. Fucked it. Told ya. Okay. I got this. I got this. I got this. Sorry for not talking, guys. I'm just locked in. Come on, give me a break. That should be it.
Olga, don't do this! They'll know!
I'll hold them off. Give you time to get away.
What about you? This is suicide!
Your nanomachines, they're transmitting your vital signs to the Patriots. If you die, my child dies. You understand?
The child.
I see. So that's why you sold your troops out to me. So many dead, and they all died trusting you! Weren't they your comrades?
No, not just comrades. Family. I know I'm going to hell, but at least my child.
I applaud your attitude. If you have a death wish, I'll be happy to accommodate you. See you in hell!
It's the end of Olga. She tried. Grim.
Olga!
Enjoy the show, Jack. Let's pick up where we left off.
The virus is taking effect.
What's going on? What's wrong with it?
The virus that Emma uploaded to GW.
What?
That's why the kernel is going crazy. And now the rays are losing control.
I'm reading an abnormal impulse cascade throughout the neural network. I can't shut it down.
What happened?
Maybe some kind of virus.
The Patriots?
I don't know.
Ocelot, what have you been up to?
It's too late. Arsenal's system control is going haywire. It's on an emergency ascent course.
machines. Damn the Patriots! You still have some use.
I've captured Snake.
Bring him in.
And there you go. Raiden has been knocked out unconscious. He's been captured by Solidus again. 24-hour stream, you're already halfway there. No, I'm feeling the tiredness now, boys. I am feeling the tiredness now. I think we've only got like an hour or so left now. Most of which is cutscenes. Because the only gameplay snippet that we've got left is a certain button mashing scene right now, and then the final boss fight. And that's it. The rest are just codec calls and cutscenes. But I'm not prepared to do Metal Gear Solid 3 or, let alone Metal Gear Solid 4, because Metal Gear Solid 4 is a Goliath in itself. Valve has a brilliant idea. Stream the whole Metal Gear Solid trilogy. God, I don't think I could do Metal Gear Solid 1 after this. Thank you, Luke. Doc Ark. Yeah, I was thinking that during that scene. But this game came out in 2002, Bav. For the record, this game came out in 2002. This isn't a remaster or a remake. This is just a HD version of the original game that released in 2002. If you've not played Metal Gear Solid, Bav, you seriously need to. They're some of the best games of all time, and Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty has a story that has aged like fine wine. Hideo Kojima was able to predict the future with this game. It's crazy. Go have a nice cold shower, some caffeine, and you'll be good to go. I'd love to, but tomorrow's Monday. It's a new week, and I kind of want to sort out my sleeping pattern. So I'd like to be able to get up early. Around about 9 a.m., 10 a.m. Enjoy my next week off work before I go back on the 6th. So I think this will be our last stream, possibly, of 2024. Yeah. I didn't think of it like that. We might do something on New Year's Eve. Might have to. I've been playing the Mafia trilogy for the first time. Oh, wow. Oh, you're in for a treat, Bav. Mafia 2 is one of my favorite games of all time. Mafia 1's a decent game. Mafia 3 is... it's a rocky one. It's got a good story, but the gameplay is very repetitive. I think Mafia 2 is peak Mafia. However, I am looking forward to Mafia 4, The Old Country. Anyway, let's save the game and finish this, guys.
Are you awake yet, Jack? GW, The Arsenal AI is corrupted beyond repair. I admit that I underestimated you. I'll squeeze the answers out of you instead, my son.
I always thought that you have to button mash here, but you really don't have to. Oh no, you do? Holy shit.
Raiden!
That's never happened to me before. What the fuck?
Are you awake yet, Jack?
What?
GW,
I never knew that.
The Arsenal AI is corrupted beyond repair. I admit that I underestimated you.
Wow.
I'll squeeze the answers out of you instead, my son.
What is it, circle or X? Got me again.
Raiden, is something wrong? Raiden! Raiden!
I was hitting the action button.
Are you awake yet, Jack?
Yeah, I'm awake, Come on, strangle me.
The Arsenal AI is corrupted beyond repair. I admit that I underestimated you.
Come on, Daddy, get it over and done with. Ah, no. Imagine nipping the toilet.
Answers out of you instead, my son.
Is it circle? Boom, boys. There it is. Done.
What do you hope to hear? You know he doesn't know anything.
It's not him I want the answers from.
Done.
What do you mean?
That's not your business.
Oh, really? It so happens I have some business of my own to attend to.
Planning to hijack Arsenal?
Huh?
You were going to screw me over, weren't you?
Who talked? Ocelot?
Not exactly.
Cheeks.
I was the one who used Ocelot to suggest the idea to you in the first place.
What?
I was planning to give you Arsenal to begin with.
Why the uncharacteristic generosity?
I'm no philanthropist. Arsenal is far from impregnable. It needs other Metal Gears as guards, a huge payload of warheads, and full air, sea, and land support to function efficiently. Against a large attack force without support, Arsenal is nothing more than a gigantic coffin. Seizing Arsenal gear was never the real objective.
What was your objective then?
A list of names of the Patriots! They were planning to extend their control to digital information flow with GW and Arsenal. That means the information they want to filter out is contained in GW, including that list of the highest 12 members of the Patriots' Wiseman's Committee.
And once you knew who they were, you would cross out their names one by one, while we, with our useless arsenal, drew their fire.
Very good.
You were using us all along.
Were you any different?
But your plans hit a snag with GW destroyed, hasn't it?
No, there is another way.
Really? But we have our own plans to carry out. We'll take the arsenal since you don't care for it anyway. The purified hydrogen bomb is ready to go.
A nuclear strike won't stop them.
It will damage their power source. The mindless masses that they control. First things first.
Of course. That was what you wanted. I won't stop you. Good luck.
Thanks, but I have quite enough of that. What exactly do you find so funny?
Charades usually are humorous. I wouldn't have minded watching some more of it, but we're running a little short on time.
What are you talking about?
Everything you've done here has been scripted. A little exercise set up by us.
Exercise?
The S3 plan was conceived as a means to produce soldiers on par with Solid Snake. That's what I told you. But the VR training the boy was put through is not the meat of the project.
Here we go.
You think this little terrorist incident is your own doing, Solidus? This is the S3 training kernel. An orchestrated recreation of Shadow Moses.
What?
Ames and the President's deaths. The Ninja. The computer virus that mimics Fox Die. Did you really think they were all a coincidence? Ames' own nanomachines were used to shut down his pacemaker. I arranged for the appearance of the Ninja as well. As for the President, although Johnson realized what was going on, he played out his allotted part. As for the computer virus, it's a digital counterpart of Fox Die. It was also designed to eliminate every scrap of information.
I'll explain what
regarding
Fox Die
the
is
Patriot
after this loop.
from GW.
If you want me to, just remind me, please.
Your plan was invalidated even before execution, Solidus. Fat Man was a different story. He's one of our own people. A sort of examiner we hired to test the boy's progress before letting him tackle the exercise proper. We had to arrange for Stillman's presence to coax the maniac into agreeing. If the boy had allowed the big shell to be destroyed, this exercise would have ended there. The project has no room for failures.
What do you mean?
Given the right situation, the right story, anyone can be shaped into Snake. Even rookies can fight like men of experience. An instant creation of genius. And this training kernel will provide more than enough data to formulate such a program. You, Dead Cell, Olga, you're all nothing but pawns placed to create the perfect simulation. Solidus, you and the boy were selected because your relationship resembles the one between Snake and Big Boss. Fortune, you and the rest of Dead Cell stand in for the Foxhound squad that Snake took on in Shadow Moses. You're the most impressive collection of freaks outside of Foxhound. We've gone to a lot of trouble to set you up against the boy. That story about purified hydrogen bombs is just the tip of the iceberg. The project was already underway when I sunk that tanker, along with your old man 2 years ago. Throwing your husband in the brig was a part of it too. You were told that the eradication of Dead Cell 6 months ago was an act of the Patriots. We provoked and encouraged your hatred. And you opted for vengeance, just as we planned.
All orchestrated?
Except for the appearance of the real Solid Snake. I wonder now who sent for you.
All our misfortune was just a part of their project?
Email, welcome in.
How could...
You're no Lady Luck. You have nothing that we didn't give you.
What?
Do you know why no bullet could hit you? It wasn't magic, or some new age mumbo-jumbo. Certainly wasn't your psychic talents. It was all staged by the Patriots.
Staged?
You were being shielded by the electromagnetic weapons technology that the Patriots developed. Your dead cell comrades loved your father and husband. We needed a pathetic wretch like you to keep them focused. You've been our puppet all along, just like Olga.
No!
You were hamming it up as the tragic heroine, thanks to the script that the Patriots wrote for you. Pure self-indulgence, absorbed in your own misfortune. You couldn't get enough of the drama.
I could have died whenever I wanted to.
Because Ocelot was using the Patriot technology to shield him. As what he's using right now.
Now I remember. Your heart's on the right. Waste of metal, my dear, but your luck's run out. This is the little gizmo. There's no such thing as miracles or the supernatural. Only cutting-edge technology.
Ocelot is a agent of the Patriots, and he helped orchestrate the Big Shell incident to simulate a scenario that would make Raiden become the perfect soldier. And the way in which they wished to create the perfect soldier was to replicate the Shadow Moses incident from Metal Gear Solid 1. So Dead Cell are standing in for Foxhound, Cyborg Ninja, and MGS1, MGS2. Ames' heart attack is similar to the heart attack of the Dark Chief. Fox Die is the virus GW in this. Fox Die, by the way, quite short to lose. Fox Die is the nanomachines that Naomi injects into Snake, which causes him to shed a virus which infects certain members of Foxhound during the Shadow Moses incident. So it's what kills the DARPA chief, aka Decoy Octopus. It's what kills President Baker. It's what kills what does it kill? It kills Psychomantis. And it also kills Liquid Snake at the end. And it's supposed to kill Solid Snake, but somehow it doesn't.
Die!
So you've just experienced Metal Gear Solid 2 all over again, but from Raiden's perspective. A VR soldier trained to be a legendary soldier. And a vision of Solid Snake.
What the? Impossible!
She is Lady Luck.
My name is Helena Dolph Jackson, the daughter of a proud and noble soldier. I can see my family again.
You know, it's a long cutscene when your controller disconnects.
Damn!
I feel having you commentate the game has made me understand it way more than I ever did before. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm still learning new things out about this game 22 years after its release.
No!
Like, I didn't realize that they sank another tanker, which was full to the brim with oil. Which then gave the government sense to erect the Big Shell offshore cleanup facility. She's not doing too well, she's not. Brothers!
Brothers! Liquid! I've been waiting for this!
It can't be.
I've been inside this arm all along, waiting for the right time to awaken.
You were inside Ocelot?
Yes, a sleeper in the arm of a Patriot spy.
It was you 2 years ago?
Exactly. I was controlling him. Snake, it was I that leaked information about Arsenal to your partner and got you out here.
What?
You're the only one that can free me. After all...
And that is why Solid Snake is here. Liquid leaked the information to Snake.
The Patriots for good.
You know where they are? How?
Because...
Why do you think I chose Ocelot as my host?
It doesn't make sense as to why Snake randomly appears at the Big Shell incident. Like, where does he get his information from?
Big boss.
It's Liquid.
Time to say goodbye.
Cam Clark does an amazing job at Liquid Snake. Just disappointed that he didn't return from Metal Gear Solid 4. Do you know much about Metal Gear Solid 4, Luke?
Liquid, stop this thing! Hey, Snake, you coming?
Peak gaming, absolute gaming. Federal Hall. Do you know what day it is today, Jack?
Federal Hall.
What are you laughing at?
You know what day it is today.
April 30th?
April 30th?
That's right.
200 years ago.
George Washington took office as the first president of the United States of America 200 years ago today. And it happened right here. We were going to declare another independence. The dawn of a new nation here. The end of the Patriots' secret rule. Liberation of this country. This was where it was supposed to begin. This is where freedom could have been born.
So the Patriots have always been a secret organization within the US government.
All you want is power at any cost.
Jack, it's not power I want.
And
what I wanted to take back from the
production of Arsenal Gear was supposed to control the flow of digital information so that the Patriots could
everything that's about to be wiped out by their digital censorship.
The digital age to what they see fit, what they deem necessary to be consumed by
life is nothing but a grace
the world,
for turning
society.
The best of our genetic material into the next generation. The data of life is transferred from parent to child. That's how it works. But we have no heirs, no legacy. We brothers are called les enfants terribles. Cloned from our father, with the ability to reproduce conveniently engineered out. What is our legacy?
No, it's always been a thing. The Patriots have always been a organization. They've not always been called the Patriots, though. So, in MDS3,
it extends beyond DNA.
the boss's mission objective is to obtain the Philosopher's Legacy from Colonel Bogan.
By other people, by
and
history.
The Philosopher's Legacy
the Patriots are trying to protect their power,
the funds,
their own
unlimited funds
by controlling the digital flow of information.
Spend on whatever for any government. And the Philosopher's Legacy is controlled by the world's superpowers such as Russia, China, the United States. But Colonel Bogan inherits it from his father, and he looks to create his own super force.
The Sons of Liberty!
Then the boss gets the Philosopher's Legacy, and then they go on to create the Patriots.
Raiden, are you receiving? We're still here.
How's that possible? The AI was destroyed.
Only GW.
Who are you?
To begin with, we're not what you'd call human. Over the past 200 years, a kind of consciousness formed layer by layer in the crucible of the White House. It's not unlike the way life started in the oceans 4 billion years ago. The White House was our primordial soup, a base of evolution. We are formless. We are the very discipline and morality that Americans invoke so often. How can anyone hope to eliminate us? As long as this nation exists, so will we.
Cut the crap!
If you're immortal, why would you take away individual freedoms and censor the net?
Jack, don't be silly.
I'm not saying anything, but please pay close attention to this codec call, because this is the most important one in the entire game.
Listen carefully, like a good boy.
The mapping of the human genome was completed early this century. As a result, the evolutionary log of the human race lay open to us.
We started with genetic engineering, and in the end, we succeeded in digitizing life itself.
But there are things not covered by genetic information.
What do you mean?
Human memories, ideas, culture, history.
Genes don't contain any record of human history.
Is it something that should not be passed on? Should that information be left at the mercy of nature?
We've always kept records of our lives, through words, pictures, symbols, from tablets to books.
But not all the information was inherited by later generations. A small percentage of the whole was selected and processed, then passed on. Not unlike genes, really.
That's what history is, Jack.
But in the current digitized world, trivial information is accumulating every second, preserved in all its triteness, never fading, always accessible.
Rumors about petty issues, misinterpretations, slander.
All this junk data, preserved in an unfiltered state, growing at an alarming rate.
It will only slow down social progress, reduce the rate of evolution.
Raiden, you seem to think that our plan is one of censorship.
Are you telling me it's not?
You're being silly. What we propose to do is not to control content, but to create context.
Create context?
The digital society furthers human flaws and selectively rewards development of convenient half-truths. Just look at the strange juxtapositions of morality around you.
Billions spent on new weapons in order to humanely murder other humans.
Rights of criminals are given more respect than the privacy of their victims.
Although there are people suffering in poverty, huge donations are made to protect endangered species. Everyone grows up being told the same thing.
Be nice to other people.
But beat out the competition.
You're special. Believe in yourself and you will succeed.
But it's obvious from the start that only a few can succeed.
You exercise your right to freedom, and this is the result. All rhetoric to avoid conflict and protect each other from hurt. The untested truths, spun by different interests, continue to churn and accumulate in the sandbox of political correctness and value systems.
Everyone withdraws into their own small gated community, afraid of a larger forum. They stay inside their little ponds, leaking whatever truth suits them into the growing cesspool of society at large.
The different cardinal truths neither clash nor mesh. No one is invalidated, but nobody is right.
Not even natural selection can take place here. The world is being engulfed in truth.
And this is the way the world ends. Not with a bang, but a whimper.
We're trying to stop that from happening.
It's our responsibility as rulers. Just as in genetics, unnecessary information and memory must be filtered out to stimulate the evolution of the species.
And you think you're qualified to decide what's necessary and not?
Absolutely. Who else could wade through the sea of garbage you people produce, retrieve valuable truths, and even interpret their meaning for later generations?
That's what it means to create context.
I'll decide for myself what to believe and what to pass on.
But is that even your own idea?
Or something Snake told you?
Remember I told you it was my favorite line from the game?
There. You lack the qualifications to exercise free will.
That's not true. I have the right.
Does something like a self exist inside of you?
That which you call self serves as nothing more than a mask to cover your own being.
In this era of ready-made truths, self is just something used to preserve those positive emotions that you occasionally feel.
Another possibility is that self is a concept you conveniently borrowed under the logic that would endow you with some sense of strength.
That's crap!
Is it? Would you prefer that someone else tell you? All right then. Explain it to him.
Jack, you're simply the best. And you got there all by yourself.
Oh, what happened? Do you feel lost? Why not try a bit of soul searching?
Don't think you'll find anything, though.
Ironic that although self is something that you yourself fashioned, every time something goes wrong, you turn around and place the blame on something else.
It's not my fault. It's not your fault.
In denial, you simply resort to looking for another, more convenient truth in order to make yourself feel better.
Leaving behind in an instant the so-called truth you once embraced.
Should someone like that be able to decide what is truth?
Should someone like you even have the right to decide?
You've done nothing but abuse your freedom.
You don't deserve to be free.
We're not the ones smothering the world. You are.
The individual is supposed to be weak, but far from powerless. A single person has the potential to ruin the world.
And the age of digitized communication has given even more power to the individual. Too much power for an immature species.
Building a legacy involves figuring out what is wanted and what needs to be done for that goal. All this you used to struggle with. Now we think for you.
We are your guardians, after all.
You want to control human thought? Human behavior?
Of course. Anything can be quantified nowadays. That's what this exercise was designed to prove.
You fell in love with me just as you were meant to, after all. Isn't that right, Jack?
Ocelot was not told the whole truth, to say the least.
We rule an entire nation. Of what interest would a single soldier, no matter how able, be to us?
The S3 plan does not stand for solid snake simulation. What it does stand for is selection for societal sanity. The S3 is a system for controlling human will and consciousness. S3 is not you, a soldier trained in the image of Solid Snake. It is a method, a protocol that created a circumstance that made you what you are.
So you see, we're the S3, not you.
By the way, for context, he was trained in the image of Solid Snake, but
was the final test
selection
of
of
effectiveness.
social sanity is
You heard what President Johnson
a
said.
program to
The Arsenal's GW
be able
system
to
is the key to their supremacy.
shape anyone in the image
objective of this
whatever the
exercise
Patriots see
was
fit.
to establish such a method. We used Shadow Moses as a paradigm for the exercise.
I wonder if you would have preferred a fantasy setting.
We chose that backdrop because of its extreme circumstances. It was an optimal test for S3's crisis management capacity. If the model could trigger, control, and solve this, it would be ready for any contingency. And now, we have our proof. Raiden, there are also reasons behind your selection. Solidus raised plenty of other child soldiers. Do you know why we chose you over them? It was because you were the only one who refused to acknowledge the past. All the others remember what they were and pay for it daily.
But you turn your back on everything you don't like. You do whatever you like, see only the things you like, and for yourself alone.
Yes, Rose can attest to that.
You refused to see me for what I was. I lied to you, but I wanted to be caught. You pretended to be understanding, to be a gentleman. You never made a conscious attempt to reach out to me. The only time you did was when I gave you no choice but to do so.
I was just trying not to.
What? Trying not to hurt me? Dear, the one you were trying not to hurt was yourself. Avoiding the truth under the guise of kindness is all that you did. It occurred to you to do nothing but look out for yourself. Even if you claim that it was for my sake, that feeling was nowhere to be seen. In the end, everything was for your sake. I was never part of the picture.
Exactly right. So you see, you're a perfect representative of the masses we need to protect. This is why we chose you. You accepted the fiction we've provided, obeyed our orders, and did everything you were told to. The exercise is a resounding success.
Didn't I tell you that GW was still incomplete? But not anymore, thanks
They're right
to
though, because
Your persona,
Raiden is
experiences,
who he is now
triumphs,
at the end of this
and
game
defeats are nothing but byproducts.
because of
The
what
real
he is being
objective
exposed
was
to,
ensuring that we
what's
could generate
influenced
and
him,
manipulate them.
what
It's taken a
he's
lot of
learned from
time
other
and
people.
money, but it
It's
was
like,
well worth it considering
us
the
now? I mean,
results.
this is 2002. This game came
I
out in
think that's enough
2002. I
talk.
keep banging on
It's
about that
time
because
for
it's
the
so
final
important.
exercise.
It's 2024
Right.
now,
Take
and Kojima
Solidus
predicted
down.
the fucking
Think
future
again.
with everything.
I'm through doing
Digitalized
what I'm
information,
told.
censorship,
Aren't you
all of
forgetting
us
something?
becoming the product
If you
of
die,
memes.
my child dies.
The termination of
You know,
vital signals from your nanomachines
You might
means
think
the death of
that
Olga's
you
child.
are independent,
Not to
that
mention the
you
death of
are
Rose.
your
She's
own
wired the
being,
same
your
way.
thoughts are your thoughts, and
Rose,
yes,
does
they
she
are.
actually
But
exist?
how many
Of
times
course I
do you
do,
go to
Jack.
a YouTube
You
video
have to
or an
believe me.
Instagram reel
Damn.
or a
It will
TikTok
be a fight to
and
the
scroll
death.
to the comment section to
Solidus,
see
at
what
least
other
once
people are
you
saying?
did.
We will
And
collect the necessary data from
usually,
this
I'd
last
say
fight.
80% of the
Then
time,
we'll consider
usually what the comment
exercise
section
closed.
is saying
So,
will
Jack's the
influence
Ripper.
your thoughts
Will it
and
be
opinions
Solidus,
on that piece
the
of
Patriot's
content.
creation, or you, Solidus's creation? Our beloved monsters, enjoy yourselves.
Jack. My son. My clone
You see,
brothers and I are
Solidus
called monsters,
isn't really
replicants
the
of
villain
evil
in this.
genes.
He just wants to destroy the
You are one of a
Patriots,
kind, but
make his
still a
own
monster, shaped by a dark and secret history.
government,
We
and
need to
ensure
decide
that
which
independency
monstrosity will have the privilege
is
of
allowed
survival.
for the U.S. U.S. people.
By the way, Jack, I was the one who killed your parents.
Or we're actually the bad guy because
I claimed you for my own and
we're
raised
pretty
you as a
much
soldier in the army of the devil.
Patriot vessel.
I am your foster father and your worst enemy.
I mean, he is
because I needed to know whether
pretty
we were
bad
really
for what he did
someone
in the
else's
past, but
creation.
so is Big Boss.
We're repeating history, Jack. Liquid and Solid hunted down Big Boss, trying to sever the tie that bound them to him. Unless
That
you
is
kill
why
me and face your
Solidus
past,
is
Jack,
similar to Big Boss,
you will
and
never escape.
how
You'll
Raiden's
stay in
and
the endless
Solidus'
loop,
relationship
your own double helix.
is a reflection of Solid Snake's and Liquid Snake's relationship
It's
with Big
time
Boss.
we were both free.
You feel bad though for fighting Solidus?
I have other reasons for wanting you dead. The clues to the Patriots inside GW have been erased, but there are other traces.
It's like at the start of this game, we all assume Solidus is the bad guy. You know?
The information
because
is being
what
carried by
we've
the
been told.
nanomachines in your cerebral cortex.
Why can't
and
we make
throughout the
our
neural
own
network they
thoughts
formed.
on if Solidus is the bad guy or not? I could just stop playing this game right now and say no, I don't want the Patriots to win.
Brace yourself.
But we all know that we have to follow through with what the Patriots say, and we're so self-absorbed that we want to complete this game. So therefore, I'm a product of the Patriots too. Anyway, let's finish this. Fun fact, most people know this, but if you fight or attack Solidus on his blind side, he can't see most of your attacks, which is a really cool detail. That is why I'm attacking on the left side.
Take this! What's wrong with you?
No point doing the swell attack, it's just best to go for left and right.
Let's go. Let's go.
Got me.
Good work, Jack. But this is where it gets interesting.
Right, you have to beat Solidus. This is your last duty.
We're not just pawns in some simulation game, you know.
Yes, you are. We're nothing but mere weapons. No different from fighter jets or tanks.
What the?
The old model destroyed 4 years ago was Rex.
The new amphibious model is Ray.
Both of these are the same as the code names used by the U.S. Armed Forces to refer to Japanese warplanes during World War II.
Your code name, Raiden, too, comes from the Japanese Navy's name for one of its interceptors.
Stop it. I'm not a weapon.
Oh,
Well,
really?
if Raiden
You know the
dies,
code name the
Olga's
US Armed
child
Forces
dies.
used for the Japanese
So that's
fighter
why Raiden
It was Jack.
has to live.
Both of you are just weapons to be used and thrown away.
Just
Olga
weapons to be
died for
used on the
Raiden
battlefield.
so that
Just pawns
her
in the
child could
game.
live.
Exactly
But if
as you
Raiden
said.
dies,
And a
then
weapon
Olga's
has
child
no
dies.
right to think for itself. Now, it's
And that's
time
why
to
he
fulfill
knows he
your
has to fight
purpose.
Solidus.
Defeat Solidus.
What's wrong with you? Take this!
we're gonna try and get the final blow in the same position, which is roundabout here. Come on.
Is that the best you can do? Take this!
Come on.
Is that the best you can do?
He's slapping me up here.
Over here!
Thank you, Diego. Again, this game came out in 2002. Just.
Who am I, really?
No one quite knows who or what they are. The memories you have and the role you were assigned are burdens you had to carry. It doesn't matter if they were real or not. That's never the point. There's no such thing in the world as absolute reality. Most of what they call real is actually fiction. What you think you see is only as real as your brain tells you it is.
Then, what am I supposed to believe in? What am I going to leave behind when I'm through?
We can tell other people about having faith. What we had faith in. What we found important enough to fight for. It's not whether you were right or wrong, but how much faith you were willing to have. That decides the future. The Patriots are a kind of ongoing fiction too, come to think of it. Listen, don't obsess over words so much. Find the meaning behind the words, then decide. You can find your own name. And your own future.
Decide for myself?
And whatever you choose will be you.
I don't know if I can.
I know you didn't have much in terms of choices this time. But everything you felt, thought about during this mission is yours. And what you decide to do with them is your choice.
You mean start over?
Yeah, a clean slate, a new name, new memories. Choose your own legacy. It's for you to decide. It's up to you.
I just remembered. We've got the dog tags.
By the way, what is that?
Dog tags.
Ballies. Anyone you know?
Anyone you know?
No, never heard the name before.
No, never heard the name before. I'll pick my own name and my own life. I'll find something worth passing on. They taught me some good things, too.
I know. We've inherited freedom from all those who fought for it. We all have the freedom to spread the word, even me.
Snake, what about Olga's child?
Don't worry. I'll find him. Count on it. As long as you keep yourself alive, he's safe.
Do you know where Liquid went?
I put a transmitter on his ray.
Did he head for the Patriots?
Yeah, but I have a feeling they gave Ocelot a bogus location to begin with. Cheer up. We have a better lead. This contains the list of all the Patriots.
But Ocelot took it.
The one we gave you wasn't the real thing.
What?
This virus is coded to destroy only a specific part of GW, namely the information about the Patriot's identity. Which means that there's a parameter coded in here that defines what that information is.
I get it. Analyze the code and you can probably find out where they operate. Count me in.
No, you have things to do first. And people you need to talk to.
What's wrong?
Can't believe people would have to wait 6 years until the true sequel came out. I know. Well, this was supposed to be the last Metal Gear Solid game before Konami put a fucking gun to Kojima's head.
But we're going to find out together.
Plot twist,
aren't
this
we?
is actually just Bailey's life story, and this is just his way of subtly telling us, how did you know, Nikki? A very normal two guys with exoskeleton in the middle of the city. Always felt weird. It does.
See me
It
for
does.
what I am, okay?
It's cosplay though, right? It's cosplay.
I know.
She's pregnant.
Do you remember this place?
Of course. This is where we first met. I remember now.
Hmm?
Today is the day I met you.
That's it.
Someone get this man a sombrero.
I think I found something to pass along to the future.
What?
He said all living things want their genes to live on.
Are you talking about the baby?
Yeah. But genes aren't the only thing you pass on. There are too many things that aren't written into our DNA. It's up to us to teach that to our children.
What kind of things?
About the environment, our ideas, our culture, poetry, compassion, sorrow, joy. We'll tell them everything together.
Is that a proposal?
This is for your ears.
Only. James Bond reference. Not for your eyes only, but for your ears only. And that is the last line spoken by Quentin Flynn in Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty. My biggest takeaway story-wise from this is that absolutely nothing has changed in the grand scheme of things. Solid had the chance, but Raiden was emotionally blackmailed into whacking him. Pretty much, yeah. I still feel, though, that Raiden... part of Raiden wanted to kill Solidus. Based on what he was exposed to, what he was... what he consumed throughout his mission at the Big Shell. What a game. Honestly. Wow. Wow. That's all I can say. I play this game every single year. Every single year. At least once, maybe twice.
Which one of these will show? I can't say goodbye to yesterday, my friend.
Just unbelievable.
I keep holding on
Unbelievable.
till the end. Out of the dark,
2002, guys.
there is no other way than the light leading to yesterday.
Nothing has come close to this game's story. Nothing. I'm 29 years old. I've played a lot of games. And nothing has come close to this. And I say that every time we get to this game's credits. Nothing has ever came close. It's unbelievably good. It's obscene what Kojima cooked at Konami. And it's crazy how, you know, we got Metal Gear Solid 1. That was about, you know, genes. Metal Gear Solid 2 is about memes. I'm not talking about the memes that you send to your mates, okay? We're talking about the actual definition of memes. Memes that political views, opinions, media, entertainment influences the type of person that you become. That is a true meme. We were all here, guys. We were all here. I'll give me special thanks once we get to the end screen.
Each of us in the world ever see the best.
Like, I know Kojima is made up of 80% movies, 20% games. But what the fuck did Kojima? What was he influenced by? In 2002, what influenced him? Because I don't think there's anything quite close to this game out there. Why hasn't any game studio done anything similar to this? Like, there's a lot of great games out there, don't get me wrong. GT 4, Last of Us Part 2, Sleeping Dogs, Death Stranding, Mafia 2, Red Dead Redemption 2.
Here I stand, come what may. Bring the old, bring the
This game makes you fucking think. It's not saves you on a silver platter and go, enjoy. This is Kojima getting you to think. It's like Silent Hill 2, you know. People talk about Metal Gear Solid 2 and Silent Hill 2 in the same conversation. You know, they're both cult classics. They both released for the PS2. They both defined the industry back then. People will argue Silent Hill 2 is better than MGS2. I think they're both extraordinary games. But Metal Gear Solid 2, there's so much that you can interpret into your own meaning. There's so much that you can theorize on. The attention to detail is insane. The score is fantastic. The characters are sensational. The performance is sheer magnificent. Whereas Silent Hill 2, there's a lot to speculate on. There's a lot to theorize on. And that's why the Silent Hill 2 community has been having these conversations, these talks for 20 years after the game released. However, Metal Gear Solid 2 has it all. It has it all. I'm sorry. And I wish more people played this game. I wish more people just sat down and played it properly. Consumed everything that this game had to offer. Like, don't get distracted by your phone, by Discord, by, you know, anyone trying to, you know, call you. Just zone out. Play the game. Listen to everything that's said. Because I don't think there's anything better than this. And there's people out there in the Metal Gear Solid community who go, "Oh, Raiden is so boring, he's got bleached blonde hair, I wanted my Solid Snake."
Passing on your genes.
Fuck Solid Snake in this game. I like him, I love him. He's a legendary soldier. But
through speech,
just fucking
music,
experience Raiden's stories, okay?
What we've seen, heard,
understand
felt, anger, joy, and sorrow.
Have a fucking brain and go, actually,
these are the things I will pass on. That's what I live for.
This game is great.
We need to pass the
Doesn't matter. It's like The Last of Us Part 2.
And let
you don't like Abby because she's a buff girl who fucking kills Joel.
We have all the magic of the digital age to do that with.
Stupid.
The human race will probably come to an end sometime, and new species
Enjoy the game for what it is.
Planet. Earth may not be forever.
Give it a chance.
But we still have the responsibility to leave what traces of life we can. Building the future and keeping the past alive are one and the same thing.
Snake, you there? It's me. I've finished going over that disc.
Did you find the Patriot's list?
Of course. It contains the personal data of 12 people. There was a name on it. Snake, it was one of our biggest contributors.
What's going on around here?
I don't know.
Anyway, where are they?
Well, we were right about them being on Manhattan, but...
But what?
They're already dead. All 12 of them.
When did it happen?
Well, about 100 years ago.
What the hell?
Playtime 11 hours. Saves 3. Continues 19. Alerts 15. I killed 3 people. Who? I feel I was a pacifist run. If I killed 3 people, it was by accident. Scorpion. I usually get Scorpion or Jaguar, or I think it might be Panther. Digital camera. Save. Surely that has to be a big boss run. No, because apparently I killed 3 people. And that was it, guys. That was Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty. It's perfect. The only thing I would change in that game is when Raiden shouts now when he goes to shoot Fortune and then hits Vamp in the base of Strut E. Just doesn't make any sense. I feel the final shot being the Statue of Liberty is poetic since it represents the convenient truth of feeling that the Patriots lie to you about. My mind is racing with ideas. Sorry if I write too much. No. Wow. Wow. That's all I can say right now is wow. What a game. What a game. It's just, I'm speechless. I am speechless. Yeah, because it is that good. More people need to play it, and this game will get its credit in 10 years time when fucking Mr. Beast plays it on his gaming channel, and people are like, oh, I'll fucking play that. Oh my god, I've just found out this game is amazing. Thank you so much, Mr. Beast. Like, I'm telling you, stop playing Call of Duty, stop playing Fortnite. Play this. Fucking matures you by a fucking 10 years. I feel this game should be the biggest wake-up call to all the AI companies. Well, it's happening. It's happening. Well, MGS4 might happen. Who knows? I like the part about passing down all the traits that made him a human more than the traits that make him a weapon. Yeah. Exactly, Nikki. But in a way, you know, Raiden has this idea that he wants to, you know, he doesn't want to ensure that his child is creating the image of him. He wants to expose his child to all of these aspects of life so his child can decide who he wants to be, which is the opposite side of the coin to what the Patriots do to Raiden in MGS2. In this game, they manipulate Raiden to become this person, to become a weapon. Maybe even in question if any president in history was even voted in, yeah? That's what their final message was to the players. So I was like, yeah, it's to become you and pass on your experiences to the upcoming generation. GPT is GW in reality, it is. I feel, but we have no Snake. How do you know we've got no Snake? As the Patriots state at the end, they can remove whatever they deem inappropriate or not relevant. You know, even E mentions it, you know, how many is it something like how many genes are in the human body? And Raiden says like, oh, it's something around 30 to 40,000, and she's like, right, yeah, but a scientific study from 10 years ago said there was 100,000 genes in a human body. Who's to say that the Patriots decided to change that information? Who's to say that the government is removing information to us? You know, MGS3 doesn't have as much meat to it. MGS3 is a simple story. MGS3 has the simplest story in all of the Metal Gear Solid games, in my opinion. That was supposed to be the end of Metal Gear Solid. Kojima wanted to go on and make different games, but Konami put a gun to Kojima's head and was like, no, this sold really well. The people want more Metal Gear Solid. So we did Metal Gear Solid 3, and it was like, right, I'm not doing it anymore. Gun to his head, Metal Gear Solid 4. Alright, Metal Gear Solid 4, I'm tying up all of the loose ends. I'm doing all of the loose ends. Alright. Metal Gear Solid 5. He's like, oh, fucking hell. And then Metal Gear Solid 5 was supposed to be his last. And then he was supposed to go on to do Silent Hills. But then Kojima and Konami fell out. And Kojima's now gone on to create Kojima Productions, went on to develop Death Stranding, which is a fantastic game too. I will admit the gameplay isn't for everyone in that game, but the story is fantastic. I think Death Stranding is best played with like a podcast on in the background. It is a chill game, but when it comes to the cutscenes, the story, it is best to focus back onto the game. I'm hoping Death Stranding 2 has a lot more action in it. I'm looking forward to OD, another Kojima game in development, and I'm looking forward to Fizzant, which is Kojima's third title that he's developing, which is going to be another tactical espionage action game. So it's going to be the the predecessor to Metal Gear Solid. MGS3's simple story is probably why it's most people's favorite, since many people wouldn't want to have something heavy like this. No. Like, don't get me wrong, when I first played this, I was... How old was I? Probably about 7, 8 when I first played this game. I didn't understand it, but I loved it. I loved the bosses, I loved the soundtrack, I loved the gameplay, I loved Raiden, and I loved Snake. And because I loved it, I played it in my teenage years. In my later teenage years, I watched videos on it, streams on it. I came to understand the story. And wow, I just see it as a masterpiece. Why does Metal Gear Solid 5 even exist then? Money. Why do you think Metal Gear Solid 5 was released in 2 parts? Because Konami needed to reap money from development of Metal Gear Solid 5, so they were like, right, let's release Ground Zero so we can get some money in our bank already, and then we'll release the Phantom Pain. I remember that I played this game's tutorial so much when I wasn't able to read yet. Same with Pokemon. Yeah, I probably the same, Nikki. Probably the same. God. But yeah, I think this is a perfect game to finish the new year off on. Or I should say, this is probably best leaving. Sorry, I'm tired. I'm probably not making sense. It's 10 to 3 in the morning in the UK. It's probably the last stream I'm doing in 2024, and I think this is a perfect stream to end the year off with. Bailey, do you think you'll do the 24-hour marathon next year? What, a Metal Gear Solid marathon next year? I don't know. I've done it 3 years now. I think it's time that I do something else. Because my issue with the Metal Gear Solid marathon is I did it last year. It was hard to do it this year. And I've done it 3 years now on the bounce. First year I failed. Second year I did it. Third year I failed. I know why I failed this year, because I decided to go to sleep after work, wake up late, and then start, rather than have a full night's sleep, wake up at 9, 10 a.m. in the morning, and then go from there. I think if we're going to do a 24-hour marathon in the future, it's going to be... We're going to play something like Batman, the Batman Arkham Trilogy, or Mass Effect, or I don't know, maybe like Skyrim or Death Stranding. Something that's going to excite me. Because the thing is, I feel like I get tired I know where I get tired. I get tired around the sniper wolf fight, the first sniper wolf fight in Metal Gear Solid 1. Metal Gear Solid 3 is a breeze because there's barely any codec calls in that game, and the cutscenes are quite short, other than the ones at the end. So I need something that's going to excite me. Something that I can't really predict all the story beats precisely. Right, anyway, I'm shattered, guys. I am shattered. I want to brush my teeth, watch the Liverpool game highlights, go to sleep, and then I'm going to install the game in the morning, and then play something. Play something this week in my spare time on my own. I've been playing Baldur's Gate 3, but probably get back to that in the new year. Anyway, I'm tired. Guys, thank you to everyone who interacted with the Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty stream in any way, shape or form. A few shout outs to George, Bav, Ro, Cameron, Nikki, Luke, Diego. Who else do we have here? Who was that guy before? There was a guy called like Minuteman or something like that, or Minute Man. Apologies if I'm not remembering your name correctly, but you know who you are. And even if you've not engaged with the stream and you've just lurked the entire time, thank you. Thank you very much. Right, I really need to go to sleep, guys. I've been awake for 18 to 20 hours. But I'll be about in the Discord. If you want to talk to me about anything, drop me a message. So yeah, guys, I'm going to love yous and leave yous. And I'll see you all in the new year. Alright, have a good one. Bye.